Hi traders, and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video analysis with me, John, Senior Market Analyst. In this video I'm going to go through the week ahead. We're going to take a look at some news coming up and some charts of interest. So kick it off, we've got lots of central bank data actually coming up this week. We've got the Bank of Japan as well as the Bank of Canada and the ECB. So lots of different types of data as well to come. We've got PMI data out of the EU, UK and US, and we also have some data towards the end of the week with the US in terms of some GDP data as well. So it's going to be quite a heavy news week this week. The BOJ is definitely something that we want to keep our attention on. Is the BOJ going to mention anything about coming out of those negative interest rates or not? So that's going to be something quite interesting to take a look at. Bank of Canada expected to hold interest rates at 5%. Obviously, there was some talk that the Bank of Canada could be one of the first central banks to cut interest rates. Inflation rate fell to sort of 3.1% through October and November. That did climb to 3.4% in December, which has probably put the brakes on for the Bank of Canada, and they probably will keep rates at 5% there. ECB 4.5% is expected, which is the same as before as well. So expecting a hold there from the ECB. Going on to the currency strength meter, then we can see that the yen has remained one of the weaker currencies. The US dollar has now started to strengthen. We can obviously see that across the board from the major currency pairs. So that's something I'm going to be keeping an eye on going into this week. The Swiss franc has started to come down from that sort of +5 area down to -4. So the Swiss franc could be something to watch as well going into this trading week. First of all, the US dollar index, we can see we broke out of that consolidation area which we spoke about in last week's week ahead analysis video. We broke above the 102.75 and rallied into the next level of resistance, which we marked up as 103.50, which were these lows that formed through December. Now price is here. Are we going to see price kind of fall and retest 102.75, or are we going to see price hold, break and rally towards the 104.20? Now, in large sort of news weeks, we can often see the market go more towards safe havens. The dollar is considered to be a safe haven in terms of the Forex markets. So we could expect maybe if we did breach this 103.50 again, that a move up to the December highs of 104.20 could be one to watch. Going on to Euro US dollar, then this is the H4 time frame, and the reason why I'm looking at this is because we obviously had a very extended move to the downside here. We then consolidated, price had another extended move below support of 1.0900. We've tried to break support once and failed, and now we're heading back into that resistance level now. So I want to know, how does price react to this 1.09? This is an area of low volume here, so I'm expecting price to fill this volume level, and if the dollar does get stronger and it breaks through 103.50, I think if we reject here, there could be a chance that the euro US dollar price comes more towards this 1.0800 where this piece of consolidation formed back in December. So that's what I'm kind of looking for there on Euro US dollar. Going to Aussie US dollar, so Aussie, one of the worst performing currencies last week. Again, very aggressive sales coming in towards that 0.6850. We then pretty much consolidated before breaking that 0.6650 for another downward move into these lows at 0.6550. So lots of sort of downward pressure here on the Australian dollar at the moment. If we do see price breach this 0.66 minor resistance though, I think we could probably see price come up towards the 0.6650 again. A failure here would be quite interesting to me, because if we do breach this kind of level of support, then the next level is all the way down towards 0.6450. So that's obviously a nice little 100 pip kind of gap there that price could head towards if we were to see a bit of a break to the downside. Moving on then to, I'll just take that off the screen, sorry. Moving on then to a dollar yen. Obviously, Bank of Japan data coming up. Are the Bank of Japan going to hint at any kind of moves out of negative rates? If it does, I think the dollar yen price could fall. We are up at a key resistance level. We talked about the potential for dollar yen to head towards this 148.35 last week. Now we're here. We need to see a decision being made. Is like I said, the Bank of Japan going to be a little bit more hawkish in tone? If it does, we could see price head more towards 146.25 or even back towards 143.75. If it doesn't, then there could be potential for the market to be disappointed and a move up to 149.70 or even 151.80 could be one to watch going into next week. But that's going to be something that I'm really going to take interest in next week. What is the Bank of Japan going to say? What are they going to do? More importantly, what is on their plans? They are notorious for being fairly dovish, so it'll be interesting to see if the language does change. Thanks for watching this video update. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you're new, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.